Hi everyone, Greg Turner again, and I'd like to talk to you today about papers and supports. But before we do that, have a look at arts-garden.net and booksmusicandart.etsy.com, or visit me on some of these other social media sites. So, papers. Here is toned gray paper. Why would you want to use toned gray paper? Well, if you're using colored pencils, or if you're painting watercolor, or if you're using acrylics on paper, you can't really see your colors very well with all that white paper glaring you in the face, and so it's good to get a toned paper. I'm sure you've studied that before, you've seen it before. And look at the amazing work of this guy. Who drew that? It looks like a photo. Oh my goodness. And so, what do things look like when you use this paper? Let me see. We've got children's colored chalk, children's crayons, soft pastels, pastel chalk, water-soluble wax pastels, pastel crayons, and those are bright, the water-soluble wax pastels are bright colors. And the acrylic house paint looks like this. And this is colored pencil. This is watercolor pencil. These are watercolors. Those are bright too. And these are cheap acrylics, but not house paint. And then these are India inks, and these are markers down here, if you can see that. So that's what they'll look like on this gray toned ground. We have another one over here, and this one is the brown recycled sketch paper. And someone did a drawing on that one. He has good contrast between the darks and the lights, and you're not getting that glare in your face. And it's a good practice paper, but can be for serious work also. And so what does everything look like? Children's colored chalk, children's crayon, soft pastels, pastel chalk pencils, water-soluble wax pastels, pastel crayons, acrylic house paint, colored pencils, watercolor pencils, watercolors, acrylics, India ink, and markers again. So that's what they look like on this brown toned ground. Now, let's say you have a canvas and you've used black gesso. What might that look like? I used the front of this book to exhibit that. And so, again, children's colored pencils, children's crayons, soft pastels, pastel chalk pencils, water-soluble wax pastels, pastel crayons that are oil, acrylic house paint, colored pencils, watercolor pencils, watercolors, acrylics, the cheap ones, India ink, and did put markers there, or at least started to, but you can't really see that. But anyway, you can see which colors you like and which ones you don't. Some people like to draw on marker paper. Excuse me. So you could use markers, or you could do something else. And it's kind of waxy, and it doesn't have almost no texture to it. It's smooth, and I hate it. Some people really like it, and they can do, I've seen great drawings done on it. That's an option. And so then you have this black drawing paper. Looks like my daughter did some colored pencil work on there, and that's what it'll look like on black paper. So that's all for now. Thank you for visiting me. It's arts-garden.net or booksmusicandart.etsy.com if you'd like to see some of my work. Thank you for your time.